Hi everyone, welcome back to Kavi Talks. Today we are going to see a simplified essay of A Nation's Strength, is poem written by American poet Ralph Waldo Emerson. Let's see the author introduction to the poem. Ralph Waldo Emerson, 1803 to 1882, was an American essayist, lecturer, philosopher, and poet who played a significant role in the transcendentalist movement of the 19th century. He is known for his essays, lectures, and poems that explored the relationship between nature, individuality, and spirituality. Emerson's ideas were foundational to the transcendentalist movement, which emphasized the inherent goodness of people and nature, the importance of individual intuition and experience, and the connection between the individual soul and the universal oversoul. His writings had a profound impact on American literature and philosophy and continue to inspire individuals seeking a deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. Emerson's works: Nature, 1836. Self-Reliance, 1841. The American Scholar, 1837. Essays, First Series, 1841, and Essays, Second Series, 1844. Concord Hymn, The Roderer, and Brahma. Let's see the introduction to the poem. Emerson's A Nation's Strength is a patriotic poem. The poet tries to find an answer for the secret of a nation's strength. The poet himself asks several questions to find out the secret of the nation's strength, and he himself provides the answers too. He says that the strength of a nation lies not in the materialistic things, power and pride, but in the patriotism of the courageous men. Foundation of a strong nation. The poem begins with two questions. What makes a nation's pillars high, and what makes a nation's foundation strong? The poet himself comes out with the answer, that materialistic thought cannot make a nation strong. The building itself is a mere device to symbolize the construction of a structure. In the next question, the poet asks what makes the nation powerful enough to defeat its enemies. Here the poet creates an image of a strong structure of a nation which cannot be breached by enemies. The symbol of gold. The second stanza opens with a statement that, "It is not gold, with it bring the nation's strength." No doubt, gold represents luxury, the ultimate status symbol. Its kingdom's grand, go down in battle shock. Gold is the material wealth and the accumulation of possession, but it doesn't make the nation's kingdoms grand. All the shiny, gold takes is a battle shock. The poet speaks of the shafts, columns of a building, of such kingdoms decked out in gilt having their shafts laid on sinking sand, as opposed to abiding rock. In short, gold, in all its flashy, high-status glory, is a mere sham when it comes to true greatness, because the very foundations, upon which it seeks to grow development from, are not solid. Glory to decay. The symbol of the sword, mentioned in the third stanza, is a symbol that depicts violence and bloodshed. The phrase, red dust, holds significance, as the poet describes how blood has turned stone to rust, and glory to decay. Ask the red dust of empire passed away. All the violence which people inflict upon each other to win in battle after battle, has no use. The emperors were able to conquer a lot of land by shedding more and more blood with every fight. All that remained in the end were traces of the blood in the dust that had gathered on the empire long gone. It's a false glory because empire eventually turn into mere dust. The image of God and pride. The poet now wonders whether it is the pride that makes a nation great. The king is proud of the bright crown that he wears in his head. It is a symbol of power, empire, and the nation's resources. But God has struck its luster down, in ashes at his feet. It appeals to nations so great and sweet, but ultimately God will strike down on the luster of the crown of pride, and it will lie in ashes at his feet. This serves as a warning to the egotists not to use pride as a guiding light when considering actions that will make a nation great. Courageous men make the nation great. Ultimately, the poet declares that, not gold, but rather, it is only men who can make a nation great and strong. The values which are emphasized are truth, honor, and standing fast to suffer long. A strong nation is made by the people who are brave and hardworking, even while others sleep, and dare while others fly. According to the poet, the foundations of a strong nation can only be built by these people, as they will build pillars deep, and take the nation to greater heights, even as far as the sky. Conclusion. Thus the poem ends with the great note of dismissing wealth, violence and pride, factors that some think makes a nation strong. Emerson provides a formula for greatness which requires only the relentless human spirit. The poet not only tried to unite the consciousness of a nation but also paves the way for actual development.